Do you really truly know that God performed a surgery on me? Can I tell you this? I think I've said it before. In 2013, January the 12th, I tried to heist a tub by myself, which was 350 pounds. And I was down. Bishop, I don't know if you remember, I used to come and lay down in the back seat in the church. But the government had labeled me as disabled. I just want to share this with you so you can know what God can do. If you're willing, He can turn your situation around. I had dislocated three discs in my back, and they said I had a herniated, three herniated discs and a bulged spine. Now, a bulged spine cannot be refixed, not by surgery. Tell your neighbor that's not true. Come on, talk to me. I'm telling you, I'm going to give you evidence now. Tell your neighbor that's not true. So, in 2012, 2013, 2014, I had my case dismissed. The government had offered me $63,000 to take as disabled payment and walk away. Don't work again. I will get government pension. I refused it because I know who God says I am. Come on, I said I know who God says I am. I wasn't carried away by 236. I've worked much more than that by now. But here's the truth of this. 2014, when the case closed, they had to do a final CAT scan and MRI. And so my spine was like this, and the L2 had a hump. When I fall, tell your neighbor, but God. I said, tell your neighbor, but God. When I fall, do you know it's the L2, the same spine that had the hump? It was broken right there in the middle of the hump. In the middle of the hump, that's where I broke my spine. If you don't know, your L2 is one of the most troubled spots in your lower back. So I had one disc below the L2 that was out, and two discs above it that was out. One on the left and two on the right. When I fell, I broke my spine right on the middle of the hump. After my fall and everything was done, which was miraculous, I can't go into that, but you and I know it was miraculous. Amen? After I went back and the doctor said that he's going to have a final checkup, he asked for an MRI. And after I see him, he pulled up all the MRI on the screen and he said, you're okay. He gave me all the good news, which I already knew. I walked out of his office, but on my way out, there was a burning question in my heart. And I turned back. I asked the nurse if I can get back, and she said, you have patient, they will have to ask him. I said, yes, I have an urgent question. And he said, I have a minute. And I said to him, which I had never disclosed at the hospital, I said, Doc, what happened with my herniated disc, my herniated spine? And what happened with the 3 discs? I said, you didn't tell me nothing. And he said, what are you talking about? I said, I had a prior accident in 2013, January the 12th. And I have MRI and CAT scan to show that before this accident, I had 3 slip discs and a herniated spine. A bulged spine, sorry. He went back to his screen and he pulled up the video. And he said, are you serious? I said, yes. He said, well, I don't see any of your discs. You slipped, they're all in place. I am telling you, you can't do this with surgery. No surgery could make this happen. I'm talking about turning point. And then he pulled the video up and he widened it. And he said, you do not have a bulged spine. He said you do not have a bald spine. Now you got to understand what I'm telling you, that no operation can fix a bald spine. None. Doctors can't straighten your spine. It's broke, it's bulged, it's bulged. You got to live with it for the rest of your life. But God said, and so people say, but I thank God for these men. I thank God for you all. They never ever leave me. My pastor was like my you would think she was my wife. She was at my side. She fed me, she cleaned me, she even threw out my urine. And you talk, I gotta tell you what is turning point, because sometimes we don't understand what we got. I'm telling you, pastor was there every single day. You have to understand when turning point is happening in your life.